50% of hydroponics businesses are struggling because of high input costs and low customer satisfaction, according to Funded News.
We found an innovative solution to bring these numbers down.
Introducing HARVIS, flavor-enhancing kits that maximize profit potential for hydroponics businesses and farms all around the globe.
But despite billions in investments, vertical farms have failed to live up to the hype due to higher costs and energy demands, resulting in the failures of countless startups. Vertical farms are currently unable to compete with soil on cost. However, we believe the advantages of vertical farms are too important to give up on, especially as the climate crisis worsens and traditional agriculture becomes more and more unsustainable. Plant stress is an established method to increase certain qualities of your crop. In response to biotic and abiotic stress factors, plants increase the production of secondary metabolites, compounds like essential oils, phenolics, and terpenes that protect them from heat, drought, pests, or nutrient limits. These are the same compounds responsible for what we perceive as stronger smell, richer taste, and more intense color. Moderate stress, like slightly reduced water, stronger light, or mild nutrient restriction, encourages plants to concentrate sugars, oils, and aromatic compounds. This concept forms the basis of our innovation.
Let's take a look at our prototype.
And here we chose the Raspberry Pi as our brains of the operation. And over here are electrical conductivity and pH sensors. And down here we have 4 peristaltic dosing pumps controlled by a prototype breadboard that allows the Pi to turn them on and off. And over here we have an RJ45 jack that allows the Pi to control AC devices such as the lights and pumps through this electrical box that we custom built.
On top of this, our kit also comes with a 360-degree camera so that it can take detailed pictures of our plants and make sure that it applies the right stressors to help them grow well and enhance their flavor.
Base automation is run by Mycoto, an open source software developed specifically for hydroponic automation tasks.
You can see Mycoto is reading and displaying electrical conductivity and pH levels in real time.
When a user first buys our kit, they firstly connect the lights and the water pump to this custom control box right here, which allows a Raspberry Pi to control the stressors like water and light. On top of this, we have these dosing pumps, which allow the plants to also get the nutrients that they need.
Of course, we'll have to verify that our stress protocol actually works. So we built 2 test rigs, one with basic automation controlled solely by Mycoto, and another that will have our stress protocol layered on top so that we can compare the results.
Let's dive into how our GEM HARVIS OS works. Starting with the front end, you can see various metrics like total ROI, average BRE, and ML accuracy at a snapshot. You can even check out the different kits you have in detail too. Each kit contains data about BRE progression, live sensor feed, and shows the history of stress protocols in there. The analytics page shows numbers that have been tracked over time and neatly arranged into helpful graphs and charts. The protocol page can not only show you the history but also allow manual procedures to be done on any of your kits. And finally, the settings page can help the user personalize the app to their preference. The hardest part of HARVIS wasn't the biology, it was the translation there. We needed a way to turn raw messy data into precise commands for our machine learning algorithm to use for the stress protocols. We architected a hybrid cloud solution using OpenCV to scrape data from our visual sensors from over 200 pictures that we took of our basil. Currently, we are finalizing the fast API backend that connects this data to our mobile frontend. We have the data, we have the interface, and we also have multiple libraries in Python that we want to use, and we are now coding the bridge to make the system autonomous.
There isn't just a market gap in this sector, there's a whole abyss. Since there are no other companies in the world right now who are building flavor-enhancing kits like us, we have the entire market open to us.
Let's talk about finance. First of all, it takes us $250.14 to make the product, and we plan to sell at $500. We sell to 2 main audiences. First of all, hydroponics businesses and farms, and currently as a low estimate 1.2 million units exist. If we just take 10% of this and multiply by the cost of our products, we get approximately $60 million gross and $30 million profit. Next, talking about home growers, which is where we really thrive. A lowball estimate suggests 10 million units worldwide. Taking just 10% of them and once again multiplying by our cost, we get around $500 million of gross gain and $250 million of profit. In terms of marketing, we are keeping it simple. We market tastier, fresher, and higher quality crops. In terms of what platforms we are going to use, first of all, we have B2C conferences like DigimarCon Los Angeles. On top of this, we have local options like farmers markets where we continue to advertise our products. Next, Instagram and other social media platforms are definitely a good way in which we can advertise and market.
And you don't just have to trust us, we have professionals on our side. We contacted a 5-year professional in the field named Ranjit Kaur, and his products are currently being called, quote, fancy water. He said HARVIS has potential to protect this important industry.
Help us grow the way to a cleaner, greener tomorrow.
So choose HARVIS.